Hey guys, I'm putting this update video out to both CO and 2, so I don't have to say it twice. Little update on why you haven't seen me in a little while. First of all, thank you very much to the hundreds of people on Facebook that have commented and messaged and emailed wishing me well. For those of you that don't know what's going on, I'm going to give you a rundown while I'm got a little bit of energy and can talk a little bit. What's today? I think it's the 2nd of January today. So long story short, back on the 27th of December, I woke up and felt like a truck ran over me. I felt like I got hit by a 2x4 in the back. You know, it was muscle pain and felt like cracked ribs. I've had cracked ribs. I know what they feel like. I knew it wasn't, but that's what it felt like. So I thought, well, maybe I just slept funny, right? You know, it wasn't too bad of a pain, but it was serious enough where, you know, where'd that come from? So the day went on and didn't get any sleep that next night, and it got a little worse. Here comes the killer part. The next day, we were meeting friends at Boston Lobster Feast in Orlando. Awesome restaurant. Our favorite place to go. Hardly ever go there, maybe once a year. For those of you who don't know, it's an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet, including full lobsters, as many as you want. And I always have 12 to 15. You know, it's a great time. Everything they have there is awesome, and it's really fun. So anyway, I was feeling so bad that I almost canceled, but it would have really screwed over my friends because they were seeing a movie just beforehand in Orlando, and we were leaving 2.5 hours from Tampa here to get out there to meet them, and it would have just screwed up the plans. There wasn't any way to really give them notice, so I sucked it up. We went out there, and like 2 bites of food later, I felt like I was gonna die. So that was $60 down the tube. Couldn't even eat. It just felt like I was dying, like there was a hot knife just shoving in my guts and just twisting. Even sipping drink, couldn't do it. So let the wife drive home. It was bad. And she's thinking all this time it's constipation. I'm like, it's not constipation. I went to the bathroom, you know, it was normal. I've never been constipated, and I don't feel anything in there anyway. It's all swollen, but you know, it's not in the right area. So she's looking stuff up online. She gives me a bunch of laxatives. As soon as we get home that night, about midnight, they didn't do anything. You know, of course not. It wasn't constipation. So 8 o'clock in the morning, I hadn't gotten any sleep. I haven't gotten normal sleep since the 27th of December. So my brain's a little foggy here. Pardon me if I pause this here and there to catch up. So she looked online over and thought it was maybe pancreatitis. And I looked it up, and by the morning I agreed because more and more symptoms were coming up, and it was pointing to a severe acute pancreatitis. So I said, all right, it's time to go into the hospital, because looking on, I forget what website it was, but it said if you have any of these symptoms, go in right away, and they included fever and nausea. And I had been running a fever for the 2 days then, and it was spiking up to about 101. I still have one now. I've had one ever since. And a little bit of nausea had started that morning, so I'm like, all right, fine, let's go in. It wasn't getting better on its own. So go in there, and they confirm it via blood work. For those of you who don't know what it is, the pancreas is a gland the size of and directly below the stomach, and its job is to secrete digestive compounds and enzymes into the intestinal tract. And what I have is it's digesting itself. So that's why it's apparently one of the worst pains that you can have. Yay me. And there are quite a few known causes of it, but sometimes there aren't any. We figured out what mine was. One of them is extremely heavy, regular alcohol consumption. I'm talking like alcoholic levels, 6-pack a day. Nothing social levels. That's not me. I'm like a 6-pack a month. Another is gallstones. The gallstones can block the ducting and back everything up, and it starts to eat itself. So they did an ultrasound, and my gallbladder was fine. I didn't have anything wrong in there. So that ruled that out, which is good, because the fix for that is they have to surgically remove your gallbladder. But no need for that. But another leading cause is extremely, insanely high triglyceride levels. And mine are. They were in the mid 700s. Anything over 100 is high. Or I should say anything below 100 is normal. He said that up to the 400 levels, it's just really bad diet. Above that, it's really bad diet and hereditary causes. So even after I completely change my diet, I'll have to be on meds to control those so this doesn't happen again. So I spent three days, 30th, 31st, got out on the first 3 days in the hospital. And there is no real fix for this other than time. The fix is no food or drink. You just can't be digesting stuff. You have to let it completely rest. And what they did in there was flooded me with IV fluids and pain meds to try to let it kickstart itself, and gave me insulin to control my blood sugar while I was in there. And I was on a no diet for 2 of the days, and then a clear liquid diet for the last day. And that's pretty much what I'm on here. Just Jello, water, a little bit of apple juice, as little as possible until this flares down. It's not there yet. In the hospital, morphine didn't even cut it. I was on Dilaudid, which is the last resort drug. Luckily, that did stop the pain and allowed me to sleep for about an hour and a half at a time. And that's really all that I would get, is after they would inject that, I'd get about an hour and a half and then wake up, and they could only give me that they were doing it every 3 to 4 hours. And then they sent me home here with the strongest they could give me is Percocet. That really doesn't do shit. That takes it from an 8 down to a 4 and lets me sleep for about an hour at a time. So I'm just taking that at night. The pain isn't that bad when I'm sitting up. So during the day, it's just hard to breathe. Because what happens is if I breathe in more than a quarter of the way or so, it's that sharp pain right in the gut. So if any of you have had cracked ribs or anything, you know what I'm talking about. Laughing, yawning, hiccups, anything like that really sucks. So I'm not talking on the phone to anybody. This is it. This is all I got. I took a Percocet a little while ago, so that's why I'm feeling okay right now. So that's what's going on. Definitely won't be smoking any cigars or riding any motorcycles in the near future, but it will get better. It's not life-threatening. Just don't have an end time for it. They say usually it's 4 to 5 days. Sometimes it can take a couple weeks. You just have to wait it out. So I'm hoping for the shorter time. It's been 5 days now. Well, 3 in the hospital, 2 more out, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's still a holiday weekend, so everything's closed. Got a bunch of appointments starting Monday. Got to see the GI doc again. I got to see my primary care and follow up with him for the triglyceride levels and get the diabetes more under control. Whole bunch of stuff next week. Oh, and get this. I asked the wife back in October to please see how much it would be to put me on her insurance, because she has great insurance through her, she's a teacher through Florida. She's got Blue Cross. You know, she pays nothing. She's got best PPO out there. And I have Humana, just the basic bronze, catastrophic Obamacare plan, right? Just because I have to, because I don't feel like getting all these huge fines. And I just have that in case something bad happens, you know, and I crash my bike or something, or I get really sick and I don't want to lose the house, right? So it's just catastrophic insurance to be responsible. So that's all I was planning on. Didn't plan on getting sick, but I don't even have prescription coverage with it. I mean, it's basic, and it's still $235 a month for nothing. I have no coverage. It's a $6,000 deductible. So I ate that up in like the first day I was there, right? I knew that. That's, oh well. So I get out, and she talks to some of her friends, teacher friends, and they're like, oh yeah, our husbands are on it. It's super cheap. Basically, she bullshitted me because she didn't want to do the work of looking into it. She told me it was $1,000 a month. No, it's $140 to put me on hers. So I'm on hers now. So I'm waiting until Monday because they have to verify it and get me my card so I can fill the rest of my scripts. So that $6,000 deductible wasn't necessary to spend. Yay. So the bobber is up for sale, super cheap. Seriously, I've taken a loss on it. $5,000. Anybody wants it, come and get it. I don't care. I was waiting till spring to, you know, sell it for more. But no, I'd rather liquidate an extra motorcycle than spend cash. So seriously, that's dirt cheap. Anybody wants it. It needs nothing. That's it. I'm beat. If this fever would go away, I would feel so much better. But I've got that delayed, just sick feeling. I hate that. And I haven't slept. So I can't think of anything else. Just wanted to update all you guys and thank you again for all the well wishes and the thoughts and all your messages, and much appreciated. I will be back as soon as possible with more reviews and more videos. Believe me, I want to get back to work as fast as possible. I could have stayed in the hospital longer, but it was killing me. I can at least sit up here and I can sit at my computer, and I've got some work to do, so you know, I feel totally useless just sitting in a hospital bed. I heard either way, so what's the point? Although the hospital bed is way more comfortable to actually sleep in than my bed, I have to say, that was a pretty cool bed. That's it, guys. I don't know when I'll be back, but I will be back. And for those of you CO fans watching, the contest just ended for the holidays, and I will be doing the drawing for that today. I know it's a day overdue, sorry. So I'll be getting that winner announced and that prize packed and probably sent out. I don't know what time it is today. I think it's afternoon already. So probably tomorrow that whole big prize pack will go out to the lucky winner. So congratulations to whoever that may be. Look for that later today. That's it. See ya.